Welcome back. This is Angus Levy for Digitrade FX. Now, we've already covered about opening up your binary option account, what binary options are, the MT4 charts, which is what I take my trades, or what tells me when to take trades. And finally, I want to talk about the actual strategy we use. You see, the problem for most people is they don't actually have a strategy. And therefore, without a strategy, chances of being successful are very limited. Now, there are many different strategies, and if you have ever traded before, you've probably come across many of them. Some are great, some are terrible. In fact, most are. Now, over my 5-6 years of trading, I've looked at many different strategies, and the one I'm going to go through now is the one that I believe will work for us through binary options. And it is basically known as a martingale strategy. And that is where if you take a trade, for example, let's say we're just trading with $10 of a trade, presuming our account is 1,000 of a balance, because we only trade with 1% of our balance as our initial trade size. So let's say our account balance is 1,000. Our first trade is at $10. Our profit return is 80%. Now, I always leave it at 80% because with binary cent, their returns go from 60 up to 90%, and we only take trades from 80% and above. Okay. But I find it easier, rather than going back and having to change this figure here, just to use the minimum, which is 80%, and leave it at that. So our initial trade size is 10, and that's the figure I put in there. And that tells me then that my return or profit will be $8 per trade. I then, on this side, my first trade size is 10. Okay. If I lose that trade, I want to recover that loss plus the initial profit. This tells me my second trade needs to be for $23. So I put in $23 into my binary cent account and get ready for my next trade. If I lose that trade, I move up to 51. Okay. 51. Now, if I win that trade, I recover my 51, my 23, my 10, plus keep my 8 profit. And then finally, we go up to level 4 and 5. Now, to be honest, I rarely ever go beyond level 4. Very rarely. It has to be a pretty good, strong signal for me to ever take the 5th entry. Now, if we take a third level loss, our account is down 83 or 8.3%. If we take a 4th entry loss, it's down 19.7%. Okay, so that's nearly 20% of a loss, so it's quite a lot. However, we will average around 1% profit. Now, I know it's 0.8% here, but because some of our winning trades are at 85 or even 90%, we actually make a bonus, and so it averages in and around the 1%. For example, today I took 12 winners in my trading, and I got 11.3% return on that, so just under the 1% per trade. Now, what that tells me is that I would need just over 8 trades, let's call it 9 trades, winning trades, to recover a third entry loss. Or in this case here, I would need 20 trades in order to recover a 4th entry loss. So keep that in mind. Now, do not worry about it too much. I will guide you as to whether we take 3rd or 4th entry trades, etc. Most of our winning trades will be on 1st, 2nd, or 3rd. Okay, we'll take some 4th, but they will be rare enough. Now, on each session, I will be looking to take anywhere from 6 to 10 winning trades. And we'll be doing one each week. So my intention is to hopefully make anywhere from 20 to 40%, depending on whether we take a loss or not during any of our trading sessions in the month. But it's very simple. The only figure you're actually going to have to change is this figure. So let's say your account builds up to 1,100. Well, you'll just pop in 11 here, click return, and it automatically recalculates your trade sizes. Okay. My present balance is 28,000. I've actually just got rid of that, but it's over 28,000. So I'm on 280 per trade at the moment. Now on 280 per trade, I'm making 224 profit. So today I actually made 2,882 of a profit in only 32 minutes of trading. Okay, so that gives you an idea of how your account can grow. I started my account on the 1st of December. We traded up for 3 weeks in December, and then we've traded for the last 2 weeks so far in January. I'm talking to you on the 16th of January here now, and we've gone from 3,000 up to 28,000 in that time. So that gives you an idea of now that's trading every day, guys, whereas with DigiTrade FX we'll only be trading once a week, so keep that in mind. But looking to make an average of 6 to 10% per session that we trade. So thank you for listening, and I hope you found these videos useful. There'll be a link to download this spreadsheet that you can use yourself. Now, when you're trading with me, I recommend you minimize this so that all you see is those figures. Okay, you don't need to see too much else. Okay, so all you really want to see is these figures here, so they take up as little of your screen as possible. That's quite important for yourselves, so you'd have that minimized. Okay, what I have here actually is Google Sheets. We have an Excel spreadsheet as well, so you can decide which one you download, but just make sure you have it minimized. Now, the other alternative, if you're trading from your phone and you don't have room for all of these different screens, is to obviously before we start the session, know what your balance is. Pop in whatever your 1% of your balance is to this before, and just write down on a sheet of paper these 5 different figures here, and that way you can just trade with them as we go along through the day. Okay, or through the session, I should say. So wonderful. I hope that's clear enough and you understand that, and I look forward to seeing you in our trade sessions. Thank you for listening. This is Angus Levy for DigiTrade.